I'm pretty sure they got heaters for their hands, right?
They got heaters like up in the on the ceilings a little bit,
Oh.
to where sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off, but mainly you gotta wear gloves or you're basically working outside. You gotta keep yourself warm.
Shit, that's cool. We need a lot of customers, man.
I don't know, because today it was slow. Yesterday it was slow, but they said that usually in the winter it'd be busy like the summer. Like you get like $20 tips every day. Grandpa, where you think Adam and Eve are right now? Do you think they're both in heaven, both in hell, or is one in the other?
Well, when they did that sin,
Because they put all our blood on their
they
hands.
still live.
Yeah.
They still live. I'm pretty sure they repented, but that's how it started. But you know that.
They got all our blood upon their hands too, though.
Mm-hmm.
All our sin is on their hands because.
Yeah, but by Jesus dying on the cross, all our sins are forgiven. Yeah.
But what about the times when before Jesus died, like, and the sins kind of wasn't forgiven?
Well, that's why.
Because I think they've been died off before Jesus died on the cross, correct?
Uh-huh.
I think they're both in hell right now, though. And that's our ancestors. That's our.
That's right. That's why the guys suffering. We're suffering a lot. We work hard. Because of Adam, we work hard.
Yep.
And the women, when they have babies, they go through a lot of pain.
Yep. Who was the guy that was in hell for like 1,000 years, and they said that he's still down there? It was a, I forgot the story, but it was the name of a dude. It might have been the guy that was rich and the guy that was poor. I don't know if it was their story, but there was a guy that been in hell for, they said 1,000 years already, and he's still down there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, once you go to hell, you're there for eternity. Not no part time. You're there for eternity.
Yeah.
So when you go to heaven, that's what you're. God saying you ain't no sick no more. You got no worries. You know you gotta drink the best water, and eat the best food, and all that. Yeah. I think the rich man went to hell.
Yeah, he did.
But when the rich man was up here on earth, he had everything he wanted. And the poor man didn't have nothing. And the poor man begged him for food, and he didn't give him none. He begged him for something to keep warm, something to eat, and he didn't give him none. He didn't give him none. He let him suffer. So when they both died, I forgot that guy's name there. That guy's name, I forgot his name, the rich man, I forgot his name. Well, anyway, he talked to one of the angels and told the angels to please have that guy, I forgot his name too, that poor guy, come down and give him some water and a cloth or whatever so he can wet his mouth or his tongue. And then Jesus answered and he said, no. He said, when you were on earth, you had all the riches and this man had nothing. And you didn't want to help him or nothing. So now he's in heaven. He's got all the riches and you're in hell. And that's the price you pay. And he said, well, can you tell my family? Can you have some angel tell my family, what happened to him, and that, so they won't have to go there. And Jesus said, if they don't listen to Moses, they ain't going to listen to nobody.
Yep. They don't listen to the prophets. They won't listen to nobody. That's one of the craziest and ugliest feelings ever in the world. Is knowing you're going to hell. Knowing Jesus sent you to hell and there ain't no way back. I felt that feeling in that dream, Grandpa. Like if I only through God it was a dream. God made it a dream so I could come back. And I thought in my mind of every possibility for me to come back, and there wasn't no opportunity. And you know when you're down there, you don't forget the memories that you had on Earth. You remember everything. In heaven, you don't remember your past life. I forgot how they worded it in the Bible. Because there's no sin, there's no pain. I think when you're in heaven, you only remember. I don't know how it works. Like when I go to heaven and Grandma see me, she'll know who I am. But I wonder if she only know the good memories, because
Yeah,
you can't know.
that's all you gotta do, the good memories, they can't.
I think that's how through the good memories. That's how she remember me in heaven. But only if she see me. Only if I make it there.
Yeah.
If somebody go to hell, they can remember all the memories about the people that made it to heaven, and I don't know. It's crazy.
It's weird, yeah. This thing to do is, learn from your sins and God forgive your sins, and you gotta just pray to God, and because the devil's always on the prowl. You gotta remember nobody's more powerful than God. So
Yep. It's crazy because when I was down there, I had Did I tell you the story, Grandpa? I think I told you little bits of it.
what was that?
And when I had a dream, I went to hell. I had little bits and pieces, but I seen one person's face down there that was a family member, and it was my grandma Lil. It was demons surrounding me. They was all sitting down, and my grandma Lil, she was their maid. We was in like this house kind of, and you can see demons. There's a portal in the kitchen. You can't even see the portal, but you just see demons coming in and out and just going out, and it's just like dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
You see a demon right here. He's at this table. It's like he's writing down the names of everybody that's coming into the whatever building, whatever house it was in. My grandma Lil was the maid for all of them, and what was it? I remember the demon. He showed me a tattoo on his leg, and I was in this dream. I was in the hospital. This is right after I got stabbed. He had a tattoo on his leg. It was a time capsule. It was a what is it called? Where he got the sand, the hourglass. He had an hourglass on his leg, and all the sand was at the bottom of it. And his tattoo was like 3,000 years old. And the letter of the, like, you know how you write numbers like dates. Well, the date that he wrote was so old that it looked like old century letter. Like it wasn't modern day. It wasn't modern day at all. But yeah, he said I told him how did I get here, and he was just like he said somebody killed you. He said God sent you here. Somebody killed you, and I thought about my music, and I thought about my legacy, like everything that I worked so hard for, how it doesn't mean nothing, and I didn't know how long I've been down there for. It felt like it was crazy because I didn't know how long I was like I wasn't in hell yet, but I already knew I was on my way there, but I didn't know how long I'd been dead for, and somehow I appeared in the kitchen in the basement. I appeared before the basement, and it was like 3, 4 demons dragging me to hell. Hell was in the basement. They were dragging me, and they kept dragging me, and I just kept praying. I kept praying. I kept praying, and it was a girl voice. They all had different voices, and it was real to where it wasn't no dream. And I never forget the girl. She told the other demon. She said God is the only one that's keeping them here. Said he can't. God is keeping them here. We can't. It's not. That's basically like I was holding on to nothing, but something was, which was God. He was keeping me to where I didn't go. I didn't get dragged to hell, but my dream was that though. And I know dreams are real because the dream before that, I was walking with grandma in a cemetery home. Like if somebody dies and you see them in a casket and it's like a cemetery home where everybody goes and see them.
Yeah.
Me and grandma, and my dream before that, before I went to hell, me and grandma was in my dream. We was walking through one and grandma was to my left and we were just talking. Grandma was at like peace. Like grandma didn't have no rage, no pain, no nothing. And she stopped walking. And I looked at grandma. I looked at her and I seen her looking to the left. So I looked to what she was looking at and there was a window. It was like it was a window and I seen Uncle Mito in the window. She was looking at Uncle Mito and Uncle Mito was sitting down at like a basketball court. You could tell he was locked up. He was sitting down like this, and you could just see Uncle Mito going like this. He just kept going like this for like 3 seconds, and then I woke up out of that dream, and I had 3 crazy dreams that night. But when I said I'm going to hell forever, when I was in that last dream, when I went to hell, um I said I'm going to hell forever. I'm going to hell forever, and I woke up saying the words. I woke up like there's a person on the other side of the curtain in the hospital, and I remember I woke up. I was in the dream, but I woke up to in the hospital, and I was still saying the words. I was finishing the sentence of I'm going to hell. I'm in hell forever, and yeah, that was ugly. But I told Uncle Mito, man, told Uncle Mito, I said, man, I had a dream that grandma was looking over you, but you was locked up. And he was just like, man, he was just like, he believed me, but it's kind of one of those things where you just keep going basically. Months later, it really happened, and that's why I was like, I don't take my dreams lightly.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I told him before it happened. Grandma was Grandma was watching over you, but you was locked up, huh? And then months later, it came. As soon as got locked up, I said, damn, Grandma. I said, that's what you was showing me. You was showing me what's gonna happen. Like Grandma was there. She showed me what was gonna happen. I was too late to. I seen the signs. I was too late to read them though. But yeah, it's
Weird.
I believe God came to people in the dreams though, Grandma.
Yeah.
I think he came to Peter, and is Peter Mary's husband? Which one was her husband? Joseph? Because I know in the Bible it says God went to Joseph in his dream when Jesus was born to get him out of Jerusalem because the king was trying to kill him. And he said, I will let you know when to bring him back. And I think Jesus was around like 16 to 18 years old. And he went to Joseph in his dream. God went to Joseph in his dream when Jesus got older, and he told him, all right, it's safe to come back. You can bring him back. And he did bring him back. And he told Joseph, he said, your wife is still a virgin. She didn't mess around on you. And that's dreams are crazy, Grandpa. I said, I believe. But I know God's real though, Grandpa.
Oh yeah, he's real.
I'm glad he's real.
He's real. There's no doubt about it. He is real.
Sometimes I just wish believing in him was enough.
No,
But it's taking action and
you go outside early in the morning, see the sunrise. You think who made that? Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
800-509-5062 now. That's 800